Hey folks, so I just wanted to share this with you. It's pretty interesting that this scam is still going around. The other night, my girlfriend's parents were in the parking lot of Walmart. And lately, they've been a little tight on money. They're not rich or anything, but, they're definitely not horribly off. Her father was a union laborer, mother was a obstetrician, and now this Saturday, their daughter is getting married. So they've had to drop a lot of cash lately. And it just so happened that, everything being equal, they ran into this black guy over in the parking lot, African accent, late at night, of course. And what happens is that he hands them a roll of $100 bills. And just from talking with my girlfriend's father, it was a roll of $100 bills. And I can almost guarantee you that they were all fake. The spiel that he gave him is that he was inheriting money, right? And he had to give away this money in order to fulfill the last dying wishes of some family member in order that he could get this inheritance. And the only way that he could prove that he gave this money away and didn't take it is by bringing back something stupid like $500 and $20 bills, right? So he ended up, kind of convincing them enough to the point to where he was riding in the car with them, because for all intents and purposes, these were $100 bills. What they say about anything being too good to be true, it's probably not. So they had this guy in the car. They were riding to the bank. They stopped by the gas station. It just so happens that the black guy's friend was there, and they pick him up as well. So upon asking further questions, like one typically does once it starts sinking in, they get scared. The black guy's friend hops out of the car at the bank's parking lot and runs off. Looking a little suspicious, he asks the guy who gave him the money what that was all about, and that guy starts getting scared and wants to run away as well. So he threw the roll of $100 bills at him. He ran off but left this letter. And I'm going to share it with you guys because it is the same letter, almost identically, that has been going around since the early 2000s. Now, a lot of you don't know, but for a good amount of time, I traded stocks and options, traded at home. I had fun with it. I did it for about 8 to 9 years. Some stuff happened with my family situation. I got out of the market, closed all my accounts, and now I'm doing this. So, needless to say, these scams are always going to be the same. Where some long lost family member, political refugee, someone that's in prison, something along those lines, usually in Africa, they need money and they need it from you. Now, there's a couple things that you can notice. You can see that the ink's been smeared. Okay, typically when you get letters from lawyers, the inks are permanent. They're not going to be discolored and off centered. Even though it's hand signed, that doesn't mean anything. I'm sure if you looked up these businesses, I don't know if anyone ever has heard of these, but you got a Sacramento, Modesto, and San Francisco location for different associates and whatnot. But typically it goes where someone needs you personally to hand them money so they can transfer money out of the country. And you think, wow, that's a good deal. I just give them a little bit of money. I get a lot of money. That person ends up getting even more money and I help someone out. Well, it's not going to happen that way, folks. Um, yeah, so I wanted you to see this. Go ahead and read it. I'll leave it here for a minute. But this scam's been going around for a long time in one form or another. When I lived in Oakland, California, I actually got two of these put into my mailbox. They weren't even mailed while I was living there at that address. I used to get, I'd say maybe 5 to 7 of these, almost exactly the same, different situations, names switched around, little nuances and whatnot, but it's always the same thing. But I used to get a lot of these in emails as well. Um, and you can guarantee people that these are going to be scams. Always are, always will be. The holidays are coming up. Go ahead and take a minute to share it with the elderly folks of your family. They're the ones that are usually scammed the most. And, it's not cool. So Just want to share that letter with you. I don't know if you've seen something like it. Probably haven't, but you can tell this has been folded and used numerous times. On the outside of the letter, they have the Internation Center, blah, 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 paid in advance $500, asked for Reverend Jesse Jackson. Yeah, I know, right? So, I don't know. I may make a call to the local police department, let them know that this happened. But I'm sure they probably know this is going on. They just don't really care. So, a little PSA for you guys. Go ahead and share it with your family. Have a laugh. Don't get fooled yourself. You guys take it easy.